My name is Micah. I joined Youth Rush by prayer and definitely the Holy Spirit. The decision to come here has definitely been life-changing. I definitely had my devotions. I always went to church, stuff like that. But definitely coming here to Youth Rush, it shows you your weaknesses. Before Youth Rush, I know I would always try to control the outcome. Coming here, I've learned I can't speed up the process. I have to rely on God. I have to see that I am weak, but He is strong, and that through my devotions and through surrendering, anything is possible. Last week, I was on this drop at the very end of the day. I met this guy named Manny, really big old buff guy with tons of tattoos. He had definitely a background, lots of piercings. And right away I felt like I should be maybe a little bit nosy. I continue to talk to him, I'm asking him questions, and we're just conversing. And it comes to find out actually, about 3 minutes or so before I knocked on his door, he got a text from a really old friend from church, and it basically was saying I really miss you, I've been thinking about you, I'm praying that you come back to church. He left the church because he got really hurt by a lot of the people in it. His partner at the time, they had a kid. He raised the kid for many years, and it turns out it actually wasn't his kid. She was lying to him the whole time, and the church members, also a lot of people from church knew, and they never said anything about it. So that's kind of why he left the church. But more recently he kind of started to see his need for God again. I prayed for him at the very end. It looked like he really wanted to start crying, to start bawling, but he was really trying to keep it in. He also told me, he's like, it's just so crazy how you knocked on my door, because I was already thinking about this whole week. My friend texted me, and then you knocked on my door. Then he said, I feel like God is really trying to tell me something. I know I was there for a reason. I know God wanted me to be there. I am just praying and hoping that he comes to Christ and that I can see him one day together in heaven. If you're on the fence about joining Youth Rush, I would say do it because it's just one summer, and I guarantee you, you won't come out the same way you came in. It's definitely an experience that you cannot get anywhere else. It is intense, but it is wonderful because you make long-lasting friendships. Literally, you will bring people to Christ, and you could potentially be the reason you're able to see them one day in heaven. That's why I came. I could have done so much more this summer. I could have probably made a lot more money, but I just felt impressed. Just try it one time. I listened to that little voice in my head, the Holy Spirit, honestly, and the choice I made to come here has definitely changed my life for the better, and for the rest of my life. It's molded a new path. We're always on a spiritual high when we're here at Youth Rush, but what I strive for is to, when I go home, that I can continue this journey with God and grow more and more each day. My name is Micah, and I'm a Youth Rush literature evangelist, and this summer has changed my life.